Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for the split half double crochet that is used in my new pattern, the coaster. And the story behind that name is I couldn't think of one, so it's just the coaster. Alright, so to start we just make our slip knot, put it on our size I9 or 5.25 millimeter hook. And we just get started chaining. You're going to chain, for the pattern I believe it's 18, but I'm just going to do a few here for us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'll do 10, 11, 12. Okay, so first thing we do for the beginning foundation chain is 18, and then we're going to just half double crochet after we skip a chain into the second from the hook, chain 1, skip a chain, and half double crochet to the next. This is just setting up our split double half double crochets for the next row. Chain 1, skip 1, half double in the next, all the way down the chain. Skip 1, half double crochet, and our very last, right next to that knot. When I teach people to crochet, it's hard for them to identify that very last chain, so I tell them it's right by the knot. Okay, so this is our first row. As you can see, we've got chain spaces, we have our half double crochets, and on the next row, we are going to only chain 1. Some of you might chain 2 for a half double, but we're only chaining 1. Turn our work, and now we need to identify where we're putting our next row of stitches. We are doing a split half double crochet, which means we're going between the 2 legs of the stitch below, not into the top of this stitch. So to do that, we are going between, you can see them here, the legs are attached to the chain and they make a V shape. So here's a leg and here's a leg. We're going to put our hook between them like that, yarn over. This is where you can really start using your hook as a tool. Use the hook on the end to get in between those legs there. Sometimes the first one's the hardest. And then if you look at the back, you're going to come between the 2 legs, which I didn't. You want to get between those 2 legs on the back of the stitch as well. And that way your front and back will be the same. Go think. Okay. Chain 1, skip the chain space, and we're going to yarn over and go between these 2 legs again in the front of the stitch and also whoop, in the back. Whoop. Gotta make the noise. I don't know if this is easy to see. It's hard to. So it's between the 2 legs. Here's a leg and here's a leg. My hook's between them. Pull up the loop through those legs. Finish the stitch as you would. Chain 1, yarn over, and just keep on. This is the entire repeat for the whole pattern. You don't have to flip around to see if you got through those legs. If you're confident, go for it. Just keep going. I always have a habit of just turning my work to make sure I got in there. It gets easier with each row because the legs are more prominent. As you can see, they're bigger, going down and around this top set of the stitch. Going down into the legs makes a longer stitch, so they're quite easy to get in after this row. So I'm just going to keep on. I have one more after this one. And we'll do it one more time on the 3rd row so that you can see. Nope, I didn't get in there. There we go. Sometimes you just have to move stuff around with your fingers. Use your hook. That's what it's for. Okay, chain 1. Turn. Okay, so now we can really see these legs right here. We're going in between. Ooh, there we go. It's worth it. All this trouble to have a really cool looking texture at the end. So make your stitch between those legs. It's the split half double crochet, chain one, skip the chain space, and go into the next. And that is how it's done. So now we have a few rows done. You can see we're starting to build up the texture here. It looks kind of like a knit stitch with maybe a purl in between. It does have an open spot in the chain space, but it makes for a great grid type texture. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.